and welcome to today's author interview for the COABE Journal. I'm Don Finn. I serve as the editor of the COABE Journal, and I'm so pleased to have three authors who collaborated on a piece called Launching and Sustaining Family Literacy Programs Led by Adult Education. This article is one of the articles featured in our edition on family literacy. I'll talk a little bit more about how you can get your copy of the COABE Journal at the end of the interview, but I'm going to go ahead and have our authors introduce themselves. We're so happy to have Rachel Ambrose, Elizabeth Severson-Irby, and Lynn McGregor here with us. And so, Rachel, let me pass it off to you. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Thanks, Don. I'm Rachel Ambrose, and I am the Regional Program Manager in Newport News, Virginia. And I have been through the ranks. So I started as an instructor in GED and was a regional specialist, and now oversee the region with 5 localities.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lynn McGregor. I'm a contracted family learning specialist with the National Center for Families Learning. I'm based here in Richmond, Virginia, and my role in this partnership has been to serve as a trainer and coach and technical assistant for the model programs.
And hi, I'm Elizabeth Severson-Irby. I am the Literacy Specialist and Adult Learning Coordinator at the Virginia Adult Learning Resource Center, which provides professional development to the adult educators throughout the state of Virginia.
Great. Thank you, everybody. It's so good to meet you. Thanks for introducing yourselves. And so the typical question that we ask is, in looking at the articles and talking with our authors, is, first of all, to get a sense of why did you write this article for the COABE Journal? So, Rachel, you want to kick that off?
Sure. So Virginia has been working to increase family literacy programs throughout the state. And both Lynn and Elizabeth have been instrumental to that, along with our state office. But I really wanted to have a boots on the ground and a program understanding of how it's going. So I think my contribution was really that piece, but really talking to programs across the country about how Virginia started incorporating family literacy into our adult ed programs and some of the benefits and maybe some of the challenges that we have faced over the last several years.
Great, thank you for that. And so, again, what I really found interesting about this article is that not only do you talk about the creation of the programs, but you really do a bit of a step-by-step, and you also talk about and reflect on how the program was put together and on its effectiveness, which is just great. So let me ask you this question. How do you feel adult education practitioners will benefit through reading your article, and what and how will that benefit the learners that they are working with?
Yeah, as you said, it's been a step-by-step process, and we have been on a 3-year journey together that's been a partnership at the national, state, and local levels. So we really just wanted to take everyone on that journey with us, again, as Rachel said, to share the successes and the challenges that we've seen. Our approach has been a little bit different in that we came into this through adult education, whereas so often family literacy programs start with children's education and build out from there. And it requires really a different set of strategies on everything from facilities, communication, recruitment. And so we wanted to be able to share some of those strategies and resources, so that other programs can benefit from our experience. And we hope that they're inspired to be able to build a high quality program that supports kids and adults.
I appreciate the way that in the article and under the main heading of starting a family literacy program, you spent time to really break down that year 1 in the planning process, and then discuss years 2 and 3 with the implementation, and then went on to talk about considerations and challenges. So I think, some very practical insights are outlined there for our readers. And so that being said, what do you hope the readers will take away from reading your article?
Well, we really hope that people can see and understand that process, like both Lynn and Rachel have said, but also how instrumental that planning time was for the groups to be able to really think about and kind of change the mindset shift with how they're thinking about their adult education programming, because it can happen from adult education. It doesn't have to be an entirely new separate thing, but can be incorporated because the programs are already working with partners and doing those sorts of things. And so really just how instrumental building those partnerships is, but they do take time, and to allow programs time to actually plan and do that. But, and like Rachel said, noting that there are challenges, that it's not going to be an easy, quick process, but that really the result is worth the effort, and that there are a lot of benefits for adult education learners, for the families, for the programs, for the partners. Everybody is benefiting in this situation.
I also appreciate the practical nature not only of taking folks through the journey and talking about the benefits, but also the resources that you provide at the end of your article, both the Family Literacy Toolkit that's available at the Virginia Adult Learning Resource Center website, and also the NCFL website with just chock full of great resources and so on. So that's really, those are excellent tools. So let me ask, are there any additional comments or anything else that you'd like to share with our viewers?
I don't think so, but just that we really do hope that people will take inspiration from this, and that more adult education programs will consider starting or partnering with family literacy programs, so that we can be integrating and stop siloing so much adult education and children's education.
You know, one of the great benefits of adult education in my years as a practitioner and going through leadership and so on is the true benefits and the value of adult education and the impact that it has on children and family members in the household. So I think that that really is a key point. So I want to thank you again, Elizabeth Severson-Irby, Rachel Ambrose, and Lynn McGregor for your contribution. And for our viewers, if you would like to read their article, Launching and Sustaining a Family Literacy Programs led by Adult Education, that is can be found in our COABE Journal Special Edition on family literacy. You can visit coabe.org, click on the COABE Journal link on our homepage, and you can see the options that you have to download individual articles or the full edition. And so again, I thank our authors for taking time to share about your contribution to the journal, and to our viewers, thank you so much for your time. We wish you well.